Good morning, students. Yesterday we started NumPy arrays and we have seen the definitions of array. That is, what is array? Array is a collection of homogeneous elements, and the types of arrays, that is one-dimensional arrays and two-dimensional arrays, that is nothing but multi-dimensional arrays. One-dimensional arrays will support vectorized operations. Two-dimensional arrays will support matrix operations. And also seen about the indexing of one-dimensional and two-dimensional arrays, that is forward indexing and backward indexing. Okay, in forward indexing we'll have a positive as well as negative indexing. Similarly, in two-dimensional array also we have positive and negative indexing, right? And we also seen about the representation of one-dimensional, two-dimensional, multi-dimensional arrays with examples and how NumPy arrays are formed, and also seen the installation process of NumPy arrays. Right? Today's class is about, we'll start the today's class. Today's class is about the different terms used in NumPy. What are the terms we are using in NumPy? That is called anatomy of NumPy arrays. So anatomy of NumPy arrays will ND arrays. It speaks about how many elements, means how the elements are going to store in arrays, in the memory location. Arrays, how they are going to store in memory location, is that they are going to store in row measure representation or column measure representation. So anatomy of NumPy array tells about the storage of NumPy arrays. So in this concept we have first concept called access. What is an access? An access can be one-dimensional or two-dimensional or multi-dimensional. NumPy refers to dimension of array as access. Example, access 0 means one-dimensional, access 1 means two-dimensional, access 2 means three-dimensional, and so on. So access 0 means x-axis, we have only one element, only one dimension, and axis 1 means xy axis, that is having two dimensions. Axis 2 means three dimensions, that is xyz dimensions, and so on. And one more important term I want to discuss, that is about ND arrays. ND arrays are taken from the three terms. The first term is NumPy. The first term is N stands for NumPy. Second term D is data. Second term, what is that? Second term D for data. Second term D for data. Third term is already is there, that is array. Third term is array. It is taken from the three terms, that is N for NumPy, D for data, and arrays A R Y A Y S, arrays. Okay, so three terms we are using. N D arrays means NumPy data arrays. NumPy data arrays. Okay, and let us discuss about the concept, that is about the shape. We are going to discuss about the shape. See here, example is given. In this example, here there is an example. In this example, 5, 6, 5, 7, 8 elements are given. How many elements are there? The shape of this 5, 6, 7, 5, 7, 8 is 3 elements. That is in dimension 1. How many elements are there? That is 3 elements, right? It is one-dimensional array. It is an example of one-dimensional array. Coming to the second one, it is an example of two-dimensional array. That is, you will have two pairs of values in single dimension. This is one dimension. Okay, it's called one-dimensional. In 1D, how many pairs of values are there? 1, 2. Two pairs of values are there. That is number of elements 2, number of pairs 2. For each pair, how many elements are there? For each pair, we will have 3 elements. Two pairs are there. Each pair is having 3 elements. That is 2, 3 is the axis. 2, 3 is the shape. Next one is rank. rank. Rank means number of accesses. How many accesses are there? That is rank. Okay. So what is an access? Access is number of dimensions. Access 0 means one dimension. Access 1 means two dimensions. So number of accesses are rank. Okay. For example, you have one dimensional array. What is the access? Access 0. What is the rank? Rank is 1. So simply we can say rank is number of accesses, but the definition is, but in general the answer will be rank is equivalent to number of dimensions. Okay. Next one is shape. Number of elements along each axis of it. Number of elements in each axis means how many elements are there in each dimension. That is shape. Shape is in the form of tuple. It can be represented in the form of tuple. Let us take this example. In this example, we have 1 followed by, this is one dimension, first dimension, and we have, these are the other elements. So these elements are two dimensional elements. These are remaining elements are two dimensional elements. What is the shape of this one? We have how many elements are there in one dimensional? This is 1, so this is one element. Okay, this is one element, and this one is second pair, third, four pairs are there. So the rank is 4, comma, for each pair how many elements are there? That is, in second dimension how many elements are there? 3 elements. And remember students, for each pair of values should be equal number of elements. See, first, second, third, 4 pairs will have 3 equal number of elements. So the shape for this one is in the form of tuples. The tuple is elements in axis 0, that is 4 elements, 4 pairs of elements are there, that is in first dimension. Elements in second dimension how many elements are there? For each pair we will have 3 elements, 4 comma 3. Okay, this is about the shape, students, right? And coming to the next concept, example is given here. In this example, import numpy as numpy. So here numpy means library we are importing. The name is given as np. We are having the pair of elements, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 pairs of elements are there in the first dimension, and in the second dimension for each pair 3 elements are there. The answer will be 4 comma 3. See this statement, print x dot shape. We are printing the shape of the array x dot shape. Okay, print x dot shape will give the shape of array x. Okay, so this is about the shape. Shape is nothing but number of elements in each axis or number of elements in each dimension. First dimension, how many elements are there? How many pairs of elements are there? Second dimension, how many pairs of elements are there? Third dimension, how many elements pairs of elements are there? That is we are going to represent, students. Next one is data type. That is D type. There is a lot of difference between the type and D type. Type is a function, type, type of is a function. There will write the list. Type L will displace the data type of L, that is list. Okay, data type of L. Whereas D type in NumPy, it tells about the data type of the elements present in the array. You got it? It tells the data type. D type tells about the data type of each and every element present in the array. Let us take this example. In the first statement I wrote the import statement and the name is given as np, and this statement we have an 5, 7, 8. these are list of elements. The list of elements will be converted into an array. The array name is numpy array, that is called x. And we are writing x dot d type. Whenever you are writing x dot d type, it is going to tell the, it is not going to tell about the data type of x, it is going to tell about the data type of the internal values present in the x, that is 5, 7, 8 are which type. So numpy will have a list of data types. That list of data types will be assigned to integers, floats, characters, double, so based on the range of values. So the answer for this one is int 32. In general, numpy 3.7 version will give int 32 or else int 64 based on the range of values. The 5, 7, 8 is in between to the power of 15 only, so it will give int 32. So that is the internal variable, internal value, not variable, internal value data type. That is data type of x, data type of 5, data type of 7, data type of 8. So the data type, data present in the x array is int 32. Int 32. That is about the data type. Okay. Suppose if we taken the list of elements as 5.0, 7.0, 8.0, so the data types are float data types in the list, and print x dot d type will give you float 32 or else float 64, right? So that is also there in your numpy list. In 11th we have seen the data types in numpy. Already we discussed about numpy data types also. So this data d type is differ from type. Type is a function which gives the data type of the particular variable, whereas d type will use the data type of the value present in the array. Okay. Next one is about item size. Item size means size of each element in bytes. Size of each element in bytes. Just now we have seen the example. Only one change is there, that is print x dot item size instead of print x dot d type. D type is giving the data type of is giving the data type of the internal values. Similarly, item size will give the size of internal values. We have 5, 7, 8. They are integer. The size for this int 32 is 4, sir. How you are getting 4? You know binary number system. 1 byte is equal to how many bits? 8 bits. 1 byte is equal to how many bits? 8 bits, right? So what is the d type of 5, 7, 8 array is, that is int 32. Divide 32 by 8, you will get 4. 32 by 8, answer will be 4. Answer will be 4. The reason behind this one is 1 byte is equal to 8 bits. So we are getting 4 here because of that 8 bits combination. So int 64 is there. What will be the answer? 64 by 8, answer will be 8 bytes. Now for this example, answer will be 4 bytes. We have seen the different concept. So 5 concepts we have seen in the anatomy of numpy arrays. That our first concept is about the rank. We have seen access, first concept. Second concept is rank. Third concept is shape. Fourth concept is item size and item data type. So the five terms we have seen in numpy. Let us discuss the similarities between the numpy arrays and Python list. One similarity is there between the numpy arrays and Python list, that is the array indexing and list indexing both are same. That is in arrays and list will have indexing, that is positive and negative indexing, both will be similar in the case of list as well as in the case of arrays. Let us see the example. So they are represented in same manner, that is it begins with 0, ends with size -1, and reverse indexing begins with -1 and till it reaches to the last element, that is -1, -2, -3, -4. If 4 elements are there, the ending will be the minus 4 is the index number. So see this example, we imported the numpy x dot np dot array of 5 comma 7 comma 8. So x will store 5 7 8 values, and the data type of 5 7 8 is, just now we have seen, d type. That tells about the data type of individual elements stored in the array, that is int 32, and the size, item size is 4. Because of int 32 by 8 will get 4, and y is equal to 6 7 8. The first one is an array, second one numpy array, second one y is a list 6 7 8. We are printing the first value, first index position. Print x of 0. X is coming from an array, so it is having 3 values. So 3 values are 3 blocks that are 0 1 2. So the x of 0 value is 5, that is 5. So index 0 position value is 5. Similarly, in the case of y also, x is an array whereas y is a list. In the case of list also same, the index position 0 is the first position value, that is 6. Here the first position value, that is 5. X of 0 is 5, y of 0 is also 5. So Python numpy arrays, Python list will have a similarities, that is only one similarity is there. That similarity is indexing is similar, even it is a positive indexing or negative indexing. We have seen about the fundamentals in NumPy, that is we started our class with definition of an array, that is collection of homogeneous elements, and next later we have seen the types of arrays, one dimensional array, two dimensional array, okay, and the representation of one dimensional array, two dimensional arrays, and forward indexing, backward indexing, positive and negative indexing in both the cases, that is one dimensional array, and in two dimensional array, that is called multidimensional. Multidimensional arrays are used for matrix representations, and we also seen the different terms used in NumPy, that is anatomy of NumPy, and we also seen about the ND array, abbreviation N for NumPy, D for data, arrays. So it is taken from 3 terms, NumPy data arrays, and the first term in the anatomy of NumPy array is access, that is the number of dimensions, how many dimensions are there. Access 0 means 1 dimension, access 1 means 2 dimensions, access 3 means 4 dimensions, right? And we have seen the rank, number of accesses, how many accesses are there, that is rank. So simply number of dimensions is also answer. For example, access 0 means rank 1, access 1 means rank 2, access 2 means rank 3, okay. Access 0 means dimension 1, that is equivalent to rank 1. Access 3 means dimension 4, that is equivalent to rank 4. So dimension and rank both seems to be similar. And next one we have seen about the shape tables, about the number of elements present in the each dimension, and it will be represented using tuples. And just now again we have seen the fourth concept, that is called D type. D type tells about the type of the each element which was stored in the array, NumPy array, not the variable data type. We have seen the difference between type and D type also. Type will give you data type of the variable value, D type will give you type of the individual element present in the array, NumPy array. And item size we have seen just now. Item size, it tells about the size of the item, and we have seen the similarities between NumPy array and Python list. Okay, thank you very much, students.